Alright, welcome back to my channel. Today, dating has become a humiliation ritual. Now, this video's for all new viewers, right? That believe this for some reason. Right now, I understand. I get it. You're struggling. Alright? You're suffering. Nobody cares. Yes, I know. You're the victim. Right? All of this. But let me tell you something, okay? If you have the nads to hear me out, right? I can fix your problem immediately by pointing out the problem that you actually have, okay? So I'm going to use this video here to show you the actual problem, okay? Now I'm going to give you the answer right off the bat. And then we're going to be using this, right? Moving forward once you understand the answer. Okay? Here's the answer. You are but a fisherman. That's it, okay? So, keep that in mind. We're going to be coming back to it throughout the video. Hopefully, I do not make this video too damn long. So, let's go ahead and jump in.
I'd rather be alone than date again. I'm done with the apps. Done with being humiliated. I'm done with being ghosted. Just done with the whole thing, really. It's impossible to meet people in person.
That is your first problem. Right there. Are your beliefs. And I know it's the hardest thing to work out. Because you believe this. You really do. And you're not alone. Most guys believe the exact same thing this guy is saying. He is done with it. He is tired. He's quitting. He's submitting. Right? He's giving up. It's all because you believe that it is impossible. But you must understand. You make the impossible possible. And at the very same damn time, you make it impossible for yourself. Has nothing to do with women. That's your true problem. Right there. You're misguided. It's that simple. But fear not. I am here to show you the ropes. And whether you like it or you don't, whether you hate the messenger, right? You don't like the quality of the video, whatever the hell. No production, right? Whatever it may be. At the end of the day, this is the only way. That's another belief. You're probably sitting there, for those that, not my viewers, but some of you that are new here, right, are probably thinking, well, there's more than, no, only one way. And I'm showing it to you. So regardless of what you believe, think, or want it to be, at the end of the day, all roads lead to Rome. So anyways, go ahead and jump in and I'll show you. Right, we'll go back to the video, and I'll show you the actual little tiny detailed problems. I already gave you the first one. The first one is this belief that it's impossible. You believing that it's impossible is why it is impossible. Right? When in all reality, you're drowning in a cup of water. Right? And your true problems come from simple facts. Now let's go ahead and continue.
So I'm just quitting dating. Just over it. I'm going to try and stay open to if I do meet somebody down the road.
Well, no, son. You just quit. That's a simple as can be observation, right? You can't say you're quitting, you're done, but I'm going to stay open. That means you're just sitting there doing not a damn thing. Understand? That's why you are wrong. And this is where we return to our original keyword, right? Fisherman. A fisherman does not, I'm quitting. Right? I'm not going to fish no more, but I'll be open to, landing a fish. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Right? Well, and I've heard a lot of stupid things, but every now and then, I hear one even dumber. There you go. Right? Now let's continue.
But like the thing to keep in mind, and everybody tells me like, I'm not going out enough, is if you look at the statistics, you know that less than 1% of relationships are from people just randomly meeting on the street.
Exactly. So if you know this fact, what are you going to do about it? And this, once again, is where the problem comes back to you. You know this fact. Less than 1%, yes. Meeting randomly, yes. Why? Because you're missing a simple, right? Actual truth fact. Universal, by the way. In how women operate. How many times has my viewers, my new viewers, right? New subscribers, whatever. How many times have you heard, I don't even know you? Women say this all the time, right? They need to get to know you. That's it. And they can't know you randomly meeting you. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, right? Because it does, believe it or not. But there's a trick to it, which I'll get to in due time. But right now, pointing out the facts here. He knows this, and still, he won't do nothing about it. Okay, let's continue.
It's not really how it works. Most people either meet through dating apps or through friends and family or through work. So I work in construction, not dating a bunch of guys, and done with the dating apps.
There you go. He knows another fact, right? The solution. You can't fish where there is no fish. Goes back to the fisherman. What is he going to do? Fish a bunch of guys? That's your fault. Now I know what you're thinking and probably saying, right? Well, then, how in the hell is going to work? Well, it's the same thing. You work for money. Are you going to work for fish? It's the same damn thing. All that matters is, what is it that you want? Now, this is harsh. I get it. You don't want to hear it. Yeah. It's raw. Yeah. But it's the truth. The 100%. No editing, no delusion, no nothing. This is as raw and truthful as you will ever get from the internet. Just like that. This is it. It works the same way. And yes, you don't like it. But what do you want? Money or fish? It takes the same effort. You work to get what you want. That's it. And no, nobody cares if you get some or not. Same with money. It's the same damn thing. Right? Now let's continue.
I don't really have friends, so that's kind of out of the picture. So then you're just left with no other options, really. Like the apps are designed now to keep you on there, to keep you on the apps. They're not designed to have you meet anybody.
So now he's pointing towards the app. It's the app's fault because they're designed for me to suck. That's what he's saying. Only they're not. They are designed to take your money, but that's because you're misled once again. You see, you can't fish on an app, right? You can catfish all day, all night, right? But you really want to fish, you go out to the wild, in the real world, right? And you position yourself where the fishes are at. It's that simple, right? Hard to do, like I always say. But anyway, let's continue.
So it kind of defeats the point. So if you've noticed, one thing I've noticed, because I've had a couple times now where I'll delete the app and then I'll go back on it and then I'll get in a cycle of doing that for a while, is I've noticed that when you sign up to the app, you get a ton of matches. Everything seems to be working.
It's hard to believe that in the
It is hard to believe. Anyways, as you can see, he's doing the work, but he's relying on a
Matches
dumbass
and you have
app.
conversations. And then a couple days go by and it starts really going down. And then it gets to the point to where you barely get any matches anymore. And any of the matches you do get aren't conversations or don't turn into conversations. And I can't help but think that the app is somehow like showing you to people for a bit, and then they just make it so you're not shown to anybody.
Okay. this is what I call no 3D thinking. Right? It's just a simple-minded, and I hate to knock this guy, but it's a simple-minded take on something that is not really that complicated, right? But it's the irony of it all, right? That gets me. Like, well, it's the app's fault. As if, right? Women are on the app, because this is the part he's missing. So if you're just basically promoted, is what he's saying, right? He has faith in the app, a dating app. So it's like ordering food in his mind, right? If you're ordering food, I must get food because I paid for food. But that's not how it works in dating world, right? This is what he's saying, basically, right? It's the app. The app's not working, so I'm not getting matches. So it must be rigged. No. It's you're trying to get something you can't get out of this shit app. Right? Because you don't understand what you're trying to get, let alone how it really works. On the other side, right, of the app, there's a woman getting what she wants, believe it or not, and that's just basic attention. Right? That's it. Just like Candy Crush. To her. Because you never stop to think about her world. First of all, if you weren't such a rookie, and I'm going to give you, all my viewers, a simple trick, right? A simple, what you exercise here. Think about it, okay? Women, right, want to meet somebody. Women also understand, right, that the app is bullshit, right? That's it. They'll meet a guy anywhere, at any point, because they're the fish. So just out of basic principle, the fact that you're using an app already puts you in a category, right, of shit guy. Lazy at the very least, right? Or let's just use this word for a lack of a better one, fake. That's why it's called catfishing, right? Because you're fishing fake shit. And in woman world, right, the love world and dating games, they don't want fake shit. Period. So, it's a shit tool. And you're using a shit tool to fish. Understand? Anyways, let's finish it up. Like I said, I don't want to make a video too long. I also don't want to make it a big ass rant about this dude, but I'm just showing you a lot of guys really truly think like this. And the guy that's actually here, right, presenting the video and reacting to it, as I am myself, is on board with this guy right here. They both have the face of I've given up, quit, right? So what am I going to do with my time? I'm pointing out the fact that I quit, and here's another guy that's also a quitter just like me. And that, my friends, sucks for both of these guys. Anyways, let's continue.
So then you end up not getting any matches, and then they want you to pay. and then so that you pay and then you're visible again. And I've tried that once. And then you get to see all the people that liked your profile, but you know, as you'd probably guess, the vast majority of people that like your profile aren't people you'd want to date anyways, and they're
Well. See what I mean? It's the irony. It's the stupid shit that I point out. It's amazing. How in the hell can this guy literally, right? Literally make a whole ass video about, oh, it's me, and I'm a victim, and I'm done dating, and all this shit. And in the same damn video of his complaints of how he is not chosen, right, as a good prospect in dating world, right? No woman wants him. And in the same damn video, he's saying, all the women that want me are all the women I don't want. Isn't that the stupidest shit you've ever heard? This is what I talk. This is what I point out, the rookie stuff. Guys that don't know what the hell they're doing. It's literally they don't know how to date. They don't know how to fish. They don't know a damn thing about the opposite sex. Women. And can't see their literal basic flaw. The hypocrite flaw. Right? You are not a catch. This guy over here, he's not a catch. All right? Neither of them put together. And again, I'm not knocking on them, right? I'm not saying that they could not be a catch. I'm just saying that they suck because their own mentality, for some reason, doesn't let them see the irony. You can't ask for good shit and at the same time not understand and realize that you ain't shit yourself. That is one of the biggest flaws of them all. Right? With men in general. Which brings back and makes actually even more sense why he has this big beef, right? With dating apps. It's like, well, see, I didn't get what I paid for. That's what he's saying. So you want to find a 10, right? The love of your life. The woman of your dreams. In a dating app? Son, women on dating apps are just as losers, right? And weak as yourself. You're in the wrong field. They're just as desperate seeking attention, right? On an app. Think about that. You see, you must go to the real world, the league. Otherwise, you're just playing games. Now you're taking it seriously, yeah, and it's affecting your life, but that's on you. Right? You're like, wow, see, I want to compete and I want to do this and now you don't even lift. How in the hell are you going to compete against monsters that lift? Right? How? You don't lift. You don't go to the gym. You don't work out. You don't do the effort. You don't know game. No seduction skills. No nothing. The simple understanding of women. The opposite sex. The thing you want or claim to want or need. All of this. Alright? You don't just up and over, I want one of those and not understand there's a price. A big price. You just can't afford it, and that's the first step. To understand that you can't afford it. But you can, right? You do have a chance. All the tools in the world are right here. One of them is just turning around, looking in the mirror and saying, well, shit, would I choose myself? You wouldn't. And that's the fact. But anyways, I went on a rant. Has become a humiliation ritual. How? How in the hell are you in a humiliation ritual when you just literally said you paid the app to get the actual chicks that like you, but you don't like them back? Now you want a refund. What the hell is that? You get what you get. That is what you can afford. Not only that, but you claim to be starving. But when given food, may not like the food. You are slapping the hand and the plate right out. And all the food is gathered on the damn floor. So you ain't as hungry as you claim you are, right? Right? There it is. This is as harsh as it's going to be, right? And it's raw, right? There it is. Just like that, right? And no wonder I lose subscribers, right? I gain 2 or 3 subscribers here, very slow. And then lose 1 or 2 here and there. Every time I bring some video of shit that guys don't want to hear. Because they don't want to hear this. They don't. And I get it. I understand. It's easier to play victim. And that's okay with me. Go ahead. Join the circle jerk of victimhood. Go ahead. At the end of the day, it don't affect me. I'm winning. Maybe not a big platform or big following, but shit, I'm winning in the game. Right? So I try to give some back. Right? They say, and it comes with wisdom again, right? They say, right, when you master something, you have to give something back. Otherwise, what's the point, right? So I try to show, right? Teach a little. Give back to the youngins, right? The upcoming guys, right? Guys that need it, A little bit of that. Anyways, there you go. And we look, not even 2 minutes in this video, and I rant. I already showed you. It's simple, right? There it is. The irony of it all. And this guy's quitting when he, instead of just think, right? You must think. The simple stuff.
Are most likely the people that you've already been shown, so there's no point in that. And then you're shown to maybe a couple more people, so it doesn't even make sense to be on the apps anymore. And then, not to mention, it's just like a total humiliation ritual now on apps. Like, you're either meeting up with girls that don't look like their picture and you're just getting catfished, or you're having the same conversation over and over and over again. And
the irony once again. See, what I find amusing and interesting at the same time is like there's no level of self-awareness. Now let's just say this picture right here, right, is what he has on the app. Even if you show this, and I hate to knock on the guy, but understand, this is your calling card, right? And you're telling me, also, is you saying it's a numbers game? If you're shown to enough people, right, you will be liked. And it's true. He said it himself. Right? Had a couple of likes, a couple of matches. He didn't like what he saw. But what the hell makes you think they liked what they saw? Right? Yes, catfishing. You're all a bunch of damn catfish. Because everything in the internet, right, especially in dating, was full of crap. The Instagrams, the damn OnlyFans, the dating apps, what you expect. Where everything is calculated, literally, and intentioned, right? To who knows whatever the hell, but they're intentioned to be. What you see on there is not randomly put up. It's all calculated with intentions and reason, whatever they may be. But I'll tell you right now, they're not honest, right? They're not truthful. They're not raw and here we go, whatever it is, right? It ain't. It all has intention. Right? There it is. Now I'm not claiming he's faking it, but understand, right? In a game of peacocking, you ain't peacocking. Right? That's it. And girls peacock all the time. Bless their heart. Some just don't have the best looking feathers, but at the end of the day, they're peacocking. There you go. And it's funny, right? It is. But there it is. And you ain't peacocking. Right? You ain't giving us your best look. But at the same time, you're crying wolf that you want the best. But you can't have the best if you ain't offering shit, basically. Right? There it is. Simple mathematics for you. Right? There it is.
And it is so draining for me to do that. It is extremely hard for me to constantly think of these like new funny quips to message a girl, and to constantly be looking at their bio and all their pictures, trying to think like, what's the coolest, funniest thing I can say that is going to make them want to respond.
Well, there you go. You're wrong once again. Right? You're playing a damn clown to get attention. But that's not how this works. You're not a clown. You're a fisherman. Or supposed to be. But you're doing everything under the sun except being a fisherman. That's your true problem right there. Again. There it is. And most guys do this. I talk to guys all the time. Try to help them. I'm like, all right, what's your problem? Let me hear it. Well, see this girl and blah, blah, yep. My wife, my side chick, whatever it is, this new girl. It's always a girl problem. Always. Well, you see, or no girl problem, which is, again, another problem. And I always hear the same thing, right? Well, you see, women this and women that. I'm like, all right, well, what are you doing? Well, this and that. Everything under the sun except being a fisherman. It's damn amazing. It is. And it's always the same thing. Well, see, I'm tired of this and I'm tired of that and I can't take this. She did that and this didn't work and that didn't work. Yeah. Because you're misguided. Because you're doing clown shit. You're a clown. You're a provider. You're everything under the sun except a lover. Understand what this game is all about. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, there it is. You know, you want to get good at something, you become the thing that is needed to be good at the thing that you want to be. All right? That's it. That's the job. That's the work. That's what it takes. That it can't be any more complicated, any more simpler. There it is. But the fact, like, well, I'm trying everything. So what you're saying is, you're saying everything under the sun. You'll do any damn magic trick, or clown trick, or circus trick, whatever to get an attention. But all that doesn't matter, because you fail to understand what you are dealing with. That's it. You see, you claim you want a woman, but you don't know nothing about it. Right? Or at the very least, the very first thing that you should know is what they are. That's the first thing. They're women. Okay. Now, once you get past that, you look in the mirror and say, well, what am I? Right? And no guy ever does that, because that's the hardest thing of them all. To look in the mirror and say, well, what am I? And trust me, you ain't a catch. That's why you don't want to look in the damn mirror, right? Anyway, let's finish this video up, because I think I made this too damn long here.
It's insane. It's like psychological warfare at this point just to be on dating. And
Imagine being able to build anything. Just
All right, I am. Now what? Of course, another damn.
Yeah, yeah, it is. When I first stumbled across this guy's video, he looked like, I thought he was Edward Snowden at first. It is become a humiliation ritual. There are so many guys there. Like he said, he seems like a very analytical guy, very smart guy, very thoughtful in his approach to it. But yeah, he's done his analysis. He's had the experience, and he has enough data he's even presented some data, because it is very rare to actually have an organic meeting with someone outside in the world. It's mostly through friends. That's been my experience, mostly through friends and through dating apps. And like he said, he doesn't have any friends, and he's not, and of course with his work, he works with nothing but dudes. So he's not dating dudes. He's not dating construction workers. It was funny that he said that. He didn't expect that. That was kind of like a left field, but he seems like a nice guy, very dateable guy.
And must I go any further? There you go. That was the 10 cents of the guy reviewing the other guy's video. And he ended with, well, seems like a very dateable guy. Is he? Would you date him? Is what he said. What the hell? See, this is the lack again. I'm not knocking on these guys again. I just happened to stumble onto the video, and I gotta use it to point out the very simple fact, right? The simple stuff that is overlooked over and over again, right? Like, yeah, he seems dateable under what? Under what knowledge or information is he dateable in your eyes? Right? Because you see, it's the reason he said that is because to him, he's like, well, see, he's a regular guy and he's a based guy. Humbled and nice and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, but you're not a woman. What the hell are you talking about? You wouldn't know the first damn thing. Right? At a simple glance, right? Yeah, on paper, yeah, well, anybody can be dateable or whatever the hell. But you don't understand the game. You see, well, this guy is dateable. Okay, and we'll end with this. Well, this guy, yes, he's dateable or whatever. Yes, to all the girls he don't want. To a 10, however, ain't no way. Ain't no damn way. Why? Because they're 1%. You see, there's men out here actually playing the game. Actual players. Right? The big chads that all of you hate. They exist. They're out there. Men that know what they're doing. Men in general. And that's it. So, women, right? and this is a simple observation, women obviously are going to be looking for these men, the 1%. Yes, on paper and logically, yeah, well, she's probably better off with this guy, yes. But that's not how it works. It never has, never will. That's as simple as this gets. Anyways, there you go, right? It's one little explanation rant video today, right? Humiliation ritual. I don't know. I don't understand. How is this a humiliation ritual? I don't get it. Right? Yes, it is indeed a psychological game, but fear not, that's why I'm here. And the only thing psychological about it, right, is that it's a bunch of damn mind games. That's it. And a value game and a system. A simple system, too. Hard to master and understand, right? Because of the psychology behind it, right? Is this all the stuff that you were trained to believe. Everything the movies today, especially, right, 2026, are pointing for you to be to get the girl is wrong. And there's a reason for it. There's a reason. It is meant to be that way. And in the same damn tactics being played on all of you, right, in the movies and everything that they're selling, the powers that be, right, is the exact same tactic, believe it or not, that women use themselves. That's it. But again, it comes down to understanding the game, knowing the rules. And I'll give you one of the biggest one of them all. The rule is you must play the game, period. Regardless. Whether you want it or not. Because if you refuse to play the game, well then, you still become part of the game, only now you're a pawn. Right? A mark. Used by another player, right, as just a simple piece on the board. That's it. As he clearly explained with the dating apps. But there you go, right? I know it's harsh. I know you don't want to hear it. I know. Right? This ain't bandwagon material of commenting down below. Yeah, me too. And I quit and this and that, right? And, well, my peace is worth more. And I hear it all the time. Hell, we'll go down the comments on this video right here, right now. Just to prove it. Might as well, right? Random, right? 3 weeks ago. If you hate your money, peace, and freedom, get married. There you go. What did I just say? Yeah, you keep your money and your peace and your freedom, and at the end of the day, beat off time, right? That's it. And then you're looking up like these two dudes, right? Got all the money in the world. All the peace in the way. Don't look so damn peaceful, does he? Look at him. He works in construction, I'm pretty sure, making good money. But he's miserable. Why? Because he's a hungry lion. It can't. There you go, right? We'll go back down to the damn comments once again. The guy looks totally exhausted and sad. Well, thank you for that observation, right? It's okay to be done. Embrace the peace. Yeah. Embrace it. All right? Basically accept your peace. Right? Different guys, same story. And a little sad face. You can't see it on my screen here, but that's a good comment, right? Different guys, same story. And then the little emoji with a sad face. Again, he's accepting the acceptance of the acceptance of the dude on the video. There you go. No dating app, no Instagram, no FB, whatever that is. Favorite bitch. F boy, I don't know what the hell that is. Anyways, there you go, right? And look, every single one of these comments has like 204 likes, 122 likes. They're all over 100 likes. Every single one of these comments. And I can't get a single damn comment in my... Because what are you going to say? Oh, well, you're wrong. Because you see deep down, all of you know that what I'm saying is true. So why would you? Right? There it is. Anyways, people have too many choices. Women have too many choices. Yeah. Well, which one is it, son? Is it people or women? What are you talking about, right? At the end of the day, if this comment is true, right, people have too many choices and women, well, wouldn't the answer be to become a choice yourself, right? At least a good one? There you go, right? I mean, it's hard, again. Hard to do. Harder still to fucking accept that. Why no guy accepts that, right? Oh, shit, man, I got a lot of work to do. Embrace that, right? Make a choice. You're going to the gym to level up, right? Physically and figuratively, right? Anyways, look at this. Living my best single dad life. Well, congratulations. Right? You have become a single mom. There you go. I mean, amazing. But there you go, right? You go all day, every day, same damn thing. There it is. People love this for some reason. And by people, I mean dude. Right? Who else? It can't be women, right? 65.3K subscribers. Right? To point out what every other dude is pointing out about, males' problems and guys' problems. Which your only true problem is the fact that you don't seem to understand what you are and what your job is, truthfully. Right? But anyways, there you go. That should end the video for today, because I probably brought a long ass video. And most guys don't ever end, right, or stay to the end. Very few, and those are my subscribers, right? The ones that see that this is it, right? This is where it's at. We ain't gonna get no viral crap. It's just gonna be is what it is. This is it, and it's better that way. Something, in a way. Under the radar, just enough. If we can build a platform just big enough, make a little, turn it around, right? Actual answers, little by little, right? It is what it is. There you go. I'll see you on the next one.